Well, it's not quite time for mosquito season yet, which we normally start covering with the beginning of the very warm weather in May.
Well, I spoke today, Jim, with an expert who says you might be worried, though, by the bugs you see in just the next couple of weeks. Entomologist Mike Quinn says that crane flies come first this year. Then in March, we could see the arrival of the house mosquito. Finally, in May, the mosquitoes that have the highest potential to carry disease, like the Aedes mosquito that carries Zika.
Aedes mosquito, it doesn't travel very far, just a couple hundred yards or so. So that we can locally control that by controlling local breeding sites.
The good news is that wet El Nino conditions are projected to end just about the time those mosquitoes are looking to breed.
We're going to be literally warming and drying out, so we might be less affected over time.
Jim, those crane flies I just mentioned straight up front, they're big and they have big spindly legs. A lot of people are going to get confused by them in just the next few weeks, but the good news is that they're going to be totally harmless. And at this point, it doesn't seem like we need to wait until El Nino gives up to get to some of those drier conditions.
No kidding. It's been unusually dry for an El Nino winter. Let's hope that prediction for some normal rain is good, because we need the rain, but not the
We don't need the mosquitoes,
right?
though.
Yeah, a month since we've had our last rainfall, but there is some in the forecast coming up.
Well, it's important to point out how Zika differs from other illnesses from mosquitoes. The symptoms of Zika are similar to those of dengue and chikungunya. Those include fever, rashes, joint pain, muscle pain, and headaches. There is no vaccine to treat Zika for dengue, chikungunya, or West Nile. Most people infected with the virus are told not to show, do not show symptoms, rather, like those with dengue or West Nile. For those who do get sick, the worst symptoms typically do not last for more than a week, like the others, except for West Nile.